Yeah. I thought I'd just give you some background on me and the science I wanted to talk to you about, really. So we all get to live in human brains. We don't get a choice about that. And unfortunately, they haven't been designed to cope with the world we find ourselves in now. They've been designed to deal with the African savannah where we evolved 100,000 years ago. So that means that living in a brain in the 21st century can be a little bit upsetting sometimes. So I just wanted to kind of give you a sense of what it might be like if you're experiencing some kind of overactivity in anxiety circuits. So the brain really is a really complicated organ, but what we're going to talk about is two kind of simple processes. The first is at the back of the brain, at the deep part of the brain, kind of going in about the length of a finger, sort of from the back of your neck in. That's where your emotional centers are, and there's a bit of that area called the amygdala, and its job really is to spot threats. And it basically gets all sensory information first. It goes through the amygdala. So all your sight, all the hearing, all the sense of smell, everything goes through the amygdala first. And it looks out into the world at anything that's changing, any new situation, and it says, uh-oh, something's changing in the world. It spots threats, basically, and it passes that message up to the front bit of the brain behind the forehead. Goes in about the length of a thumb, just behind the forehead here. That's called the prefrontal cortex. And generally, the prefrontal cortex, feeling a little bit uncomfortable about a new situation, meeting new people, etc., the prefrontal cortex calms the amygdala down. Now, when we're going through teenage years, and this happened to me when I was a kid, what can happen is, because that prefrontal cortex develops later, the emotional bit of the brain, the amygdala, can get a little bit out of its box, out of its lane, a little bit over enthusiastic about spotting threats, so not allowing you to try new foods, meet new people, have new experiences, kind of shut down your experiences because it's trying to protect you, it's trying to keep you safe. And in the Stone Age, that was quite helpful for lots of different reasons, and I'll send you a video that kind of explains the reasons for that and why that was helpful. But nowadays, most of the things that our amygdala might think, uh-oh, that's a bit worrying, most of those things are actually about growth and learning and development, meeting new people, going to a college course, all those kind of things. And it is a tricky moment in our lives between the ages of about 14 and 20, when those emotional centers are really strong and loud, and the prefrontal cortex, which is designed to calm them down, is not fully developed yet. And so we can end up in a situation, because we're living in a plastic brain, which changes as a result of what we do, we can end up with that emotional area being kind of loud and noisy and getting in our way and stopping us enjoying our life. And in the end, I think that's what all of us want. We want you to be able to enjoy your life. And that's the question I'd ask. Are you enjoying your life? Are you able to do the things that you want to do? And, is that bit of your brain out of its box? Is it kind of bossing you about? And there's a solution if it is. And I'm very happy to talk to you about the solution. The solution is about, first of all, understanding it, kind of becoming aware of it, and then responding in a different way. And I just speak honestly and openly about someone who had those issues myself, and there's a way through. And I just wanted to maybe share that way through with you. It's all based on science. It doesn't involve a great deal of talking about the past. It's not counselling. It's more about just looking at what the science says, how that then feels, and what we then do about that in our heads. And so I'd really like to help. That's all really. So I'll send you the links to the other videos, because I think they're really helpful. I'd just like to say you're not alone. A lot of us experience this, and there is a way out the other side to enjoy your life again. Thanks a lot. Hopefully meet you soon.